Finally figured it out. 80-day pure semen retention streak. Clients are crushing it. Content is crushing it. I'm crushing it in every area right now. And I am fully aligned. Now, in the past month and a half, my content has absolutely blown up, especially on Instagram. And there's a lot of people from different ideologies, political ideologies, diet ideologies, male, female, all of them with all their different opinions. And you know, everyone has their opinions. I get like probably over 500 comments a day with people hating, supporting, whatever it may be. And I posted a video the other day that was pretty controversial, talking about seeing like a man in a grocery store and wishing he would stop eating like shit and beating his meat. And all the sensitive victim mindset ones are like, so judgmental and shit. Anyways, I knew it came from a place of love and genuine desire for him to improve instead of judgment, right? And I found myself before that thinking about how I've had like a desire, not a desire, but like in the back of my mind to appease to the crowd. And like it's addictive when everyone's supporting you, liking all your stuff. Oh, I want to tell them what they want to hear. Once you do that, brother, you lose yourself. You completely lose, right? You lose. You will never be fully independent, an independent thinker. You will always think the way other people want to think, and you're back in the matrix, right? And so I realized, I was gonna take that post down. Everyone was hating. I was like, bro, I just thought about how whatever I believe is the truth, if it comes from a place of genuinity, right, speak it. Speak it. Now, I've also been very purpose-driven recently, like funneling everything, all the actions, all my content through my mission. And I've realized this is absolutely essential for people, especially after their first level of confidence, right? After you have like at least a 6 or 7 plus out of 10 confidence, you need to have kind of like a purpose mission. It doesn't have to be clear, but it has to be an ideal you're going towards. And then you funnel for example, take me. If I'm thinking about taking down that piece of content, before I take down that piece of content, I ask myself, is this aligned with my mission? My mission, which is to help as many men become as confident as possible and then reach a state of fulfillment. That's number one, become as confident as possible. Once you have that state, chase your purpose and get a fulfillment. Boom. If taking that reel down would serve that, great, I do it. Otherwise, I don't, right? If I'm gonna skip the gym, if I'm gonna skip the gym to work on something else, is skipping the gym in service of that mission or not? If it's not, it's so easy for me just to say yes or no. And then when I'm operating from that level, right, I know what I need to do. I'm building momentum, stacking momentum, and I keep going and keep going. Discipline becomes so much easier because that's just like your state of mind, and all your dopamine comes from your mission. For example, my guy Flores, he doesn't mind if I talk about him on here, so I'm gonna use his name. He started at a 6 out of 10 confidence, right, when he came to me. He just hit a 10 out of 10 recently, and he's also focused on his mission, focused on his purpose, which is content. Now, he'd been struggling for a while on aligning his content to like what he actually feels is aligned. Like he was saying things he maybe didn't fully believe in or wasn't fully towards his mission. So we had 2 back-to-back calls, 2 hours of fully getting clear on what his mission was and aligning with that. And then after the call, we're like, okay, brother. I told him, I said, whenever you're doing something, do what I just told you guys. He came back to me on the call we just had and was like, I'm feeling amazing, brother.
I'm doing great.
What a
For
week,
sure.
huh?
Uh-huh.
Talk to me.
Yeah, so overall, just a really good week. Everything is just going like really well.
10 out of 10 confidence this week, bro.
For sure.
Huge. Why do you feel that?
That one question, like, does this align with my mission? I've been asking that every single time. I think just that one conversation we had where we just thought about the sort of content I want to put out and the mission that I'm on. Like, I've been using that, and that has allowed me to really, do stuff that actually aligns with me. So
I love it, bro.
I'm already getting very philosophical, but like I think that's really the core of like a fulfilled life, to be constantly creating. And that's what I'm doing right now. Because at this point, like I'm just doing Qigong like all the
10 out of 10. He confidence through the roof all day, doing Qigong all day. Content's been amazing. And it's like, that's more stacking of proof, because I was so clear how it worked on me. I was so clear that I just have felt the most mental clarity I've ever felt once operating from this point of view. It was like a switch right after my bodybuilding competition. And so seeing him do it as well was amazing. However, you need to have a baseline of confidence. you're not gonna, it's gonna be damn near impossible to think, oh, what serves my mission of helping other people when you're socially anxious, when you can't get the woman you want to get, right? When you're in survival mode. And so from that point, use that as your motivation, because that's enough pain to get you out. Will this get me out of my current state? That's what you should be asking if you're not fully confident, right? Once you're fully abundant, start to have abundance, the natural desire to help others is when you funnel your desire through that lens, right? And the interesting thing, guys, is like, if my ego was high right now, in the sense of like, I was strongly attached to my identity, I would get stuck when I got all this influx of people. Like, my account, like 10x, literally 10x Instagram account, just blew up. And like, for some reason, I feel more mentally clear now than I did before. Like, nothing people say affects me. I only use it with an open mind to see if it's actually coming from a good place, and then I'll use it. And I don't even think about it anymore. I'm just so focused on my mission that people's opinions matter very little, right? And I only got this success and only got this momentum once I made that mindset switch. So this is like the third video I've repeated it on, but I will continue to repeat it because it's so important, right? Everything's aligning, guys. I'm making a blueprint for you guys. I've like finally figured it out, right? I figured out the step. Me and my brother, we both figured out how to get from low confidence to 10 out of 10 confidence. We found the mathematical equation. Now I've discovered the mathematical equation to go from confidence to fulfillment, right? And I'm gonna refine it, but I realize that's a secondary purpose. That's another purpose, because after like guys get confidence, they need purpose, right? That's what we're going for. We're getting confidence so we'd feel great in our skin, so we can date, etc. But that's still a black hole, right? It's fulfillment that brings us satisfaction. And so I'm working on it for you, brothers, right? I'm on the way to the library right now. I don't have a car. I think I'm gonna travel a little bit before I get a new car, and making some client resources. So we are gonna get a community up for you guys soon, because there's a lot of people who can't afford the full one-on-one, and a lot of people, inquiring about stuff. And so me and Mike are taking some time to gonna really build out like a course, and it's not just gonna be like, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fucking good. It's not just gonna be information. It's gonna be how to apply that information step by step. And also it'll be a community with group calls, ask questions, etc. One-on-one will always be available, but the more our time gets scarce, the more it's gonna go up. So pricing is still relatively similar to what it's been. So lock in now if you wanna transform. Otherwise, I'll have that, we'll have that community, I don't know, maybe like starting in a month, and we'll continue to work on it. But love you guys. Look at nature. This will be the thumbnail. Ready? Peace.